Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. Want to win in life's challenges? To know the will of God and have more passion for Him? Practical help right now with Tak Bhana and Running with Fire.
Talking about fresh fire this week, and I'm hoping that through these messages you'll be fired up more than ever before. We can all do with more fire. I pray for more fire from God all the time because I know there's just so much more. I said yesterday the strategy of Satan in these days is threefold. That will be in 2 Timothy 3, 1-4, that in the last days perilous times will come. Men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, and lovers of pleasure. Lovers of money, increasingly a master strategy of Satan. I was in Sri Lanka a number of years ago and I stayed with this engineer who got a viral infection that left him paralyzed. He couldn't walk. One night he woke up with this verse, Daniel 5:23. You have praised the gods of silver, gold, and bronze, iron, wood, and stone. He realized it was true. Silver and gold had become his gods. He was very caught up in making money, and he attended church when it was suitable, and he didn't have the fire of God. Anyway, having received that verse, he repented. He surrendered his life afresh to God. He surrendered his finances to God as well. He said he got up the next morning and he was completely healed and could walk as normal again. Amazing, amazing. So at that point, he really did continue his surrender to God. And I was at his place, and at midday, he was having a prayer meeting for the church ministry he was involved in. He went on then to, he started his own business after his healing. He ended up making towers for power supply, became the number one supplier of towers in Sri Lanka, a staff of 200 people. Once he dealt with the love of money, surrendered his life to God, he was blessed beyond his dreams. Let's ask God to help us not to be lovers of money or to be delivered from it if we are. Then there's lovers of pleasure. Everything in the world screams at us of how to increase our pleasure. There's entertainment left, right, and center. It makes us feel good. Is it an idol? We want more and more things that entertain us. Some people are addicted to their phone. They're scrolling 20, 30 times a day. Even that can be an idol. We all like pleasure, but the enemy is using it as a cold wind blowing to reduce our fire. Also, we have this love affair with comfort. I love comfort. You love comfort. And I have to fight it on a regular basis. What happens when we become lovers of pleasure? Then it's really hard to do things that don't feed the pleasure, don't give an excitement factor. So we may struggle to get to church, to a prayer meeting, struggle to do fasting or serving. It's hard to sacrifice because, hey, it just doesn't feel that good. It's not satisfying that love of pleasure. The truth is, though, when the fire of God burns in our hearts, the Christian walk is the most exciting life on the planet. Nothing comes close. Nothing will give you an adrenaline rush and a high like serving God with full-on fire, zeal, and passion. It beats the best entertainment in the world, hands down. What the world offers is often shallow and does not last. But when we have the fire of God in our lives, it's no longer, I have to serve, but I want to serve. I want to pray. I want to be in church. I want to worship. Just try stopping me. It makes your walk with God and Christianity the most exciting thing in your life. I must admit, however, without the fire of God, Christianity can be pretty boring and fairly religious, and none of us want that. I love seeing Christians on fire for God. That's why I call my radio and television ministry Running with Fire. Luke 3:16, Jesus said, it was said about Jesus, He will baptize you with the Holy Spirit and fire. I'm praying often for a fresh baptism of fire that will totally revolutionize and transform my walk with God and set me on more fire than ever before.
Tak Bhana is the Senior Pastor of Church Unlimited in Auckland, New Zealand. For more information, to make contact or to listen again, look for Running with Fire at our website, vision.org.au. Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.